You care way too much about things that don't even matter. You often stress about things you cannot even change. You're listening to every single person's opinion, listen to every single thing that you hear off the internet, and you need to honestly, at this point in time, shut out the noise. And the reason why you can't shut out the noise is because you care too much. You care too much about what other people have to say about your life and what you're doing. And it comes to a point to realize you just have not mastered the art in not caring. Or some people like to say not giving up. And it's time for you to actually start practicing that. If you're trying to see things in your life happen, if you're trying to see your dreams come true, honestly, you have to get to a point where you stop caring. We as individuals have put so much worth, value on what other people think to the point it cripples us to not create, to not do, to not go for opportunities. Let's be honest. Let's be all the way honest. Some opportunities ain't coming back. I know we like to say, oh, if you miss out on this, you could try this. Let's be 100% honest. There's no guarantee the opportunity you just lost is going to come back. So it's so important that you, in this era, in this time, watching this video right now, you start to practice not caring. Society has made us care too much about how we look, what others think, what's trending, and so on, which is honestly all distractions. We have been taught to measure our worth based off of what other people think, based off of what other people say, monetary values, what we could gain from it. And that cannot be the way we live life. And this is the thing, we may not be able to control society's point of view. We cannot control other people's opinions. We cannot control the fact that some people might perceive us a certain way, but what we can control is ourselves, our personal actions, what we're doing to literally live the life that we want to live and focus on the things that we need to focus on. And that goes into what you need to do to stop caring. It is vital from this day forward you learn how to not care, because once you unlock, you are more inclined to achieve the dreams that you are aspiring towards. And one of the reasons why you really need to not care is that a lot of times when you care so much, who you are, the confidence that you have within yourself depletes. Like, you no longer are confident in your choices. You are no longer confident in your ideas. You are no longer confident in the things that you are putting out there, because you're constantly overthinking about what somebody else might perceive, might say, might do, whatever the case may be. And at the end of the day, your confidence is what helps you to achieve your goals and your dreams, because you're going in the direction of, this is what I want to happen. These are the steps I'm going to make. I'm not going to think about anything else. I'm just going to do that. There's no doubt in your heart, and when there's no doubt, you're more inclined to achieve those dreams. It helps you to stop chasing approval from people who don't matter. And I'm so serious when I say that, because at the end of the day, a title is a title. Like I said, your boss can literally no longer be your boss, and it's somebody else that's your boss. People get fired every single day, so you cannot allow other people to be where you get your validation from within your life. When you no longer care about what other people think, you are no longer hesitating on the actions that are going to take you to the next level. You're not looking for validation from anybody but yourself. So how do you stop caring? First thing you need to do is honestly identify your priorities. What is important to you right now, right here, right in this instant? Write down what is important to you. What is on that list? Everything that's on that list is what you give your attention to. If it's not on that list, you need to push it away. It's a distraction. It's a distraction. If school is on your list, work is on your list, taking care of your family, taking care of your body. Because if you're trying to lose weight, but every single time you try to lose weight, you are literally not going to the gym, and you're not going to the gym because you've been laying in bed all day because you don't feel motivated, because you were spending all night scrolling. What happens? You don't go to the gym. Whatever is on that list, whatever is priority, when I'm saying priority, I mean literally you have to do it in order to get to the next level of your life. But the first thing you want to do is identify the priorities that is in your life right now. And don't put everything. What are the top things that need to be done, that need to get done every day, every week, whatever the case may be? That is what you focus on. And the thing is, your list can change over time. We're talking about right now in this instant. We're not talking about 5 years. We're not talking about 5 months. We're talking about right now in these next 2-3 months. What should you be focused on? And this list needs to be your list. Not what other people are doing on social media. Not what other people tell you you should be doing. It is your list. This will help you to not only focus in on the things that matter, but also not seek validation, because at the end of the day, everybody's life is different. You don't need somebody to validate what you're doing for it to be right. If it makes you feel good, if it helps you, if it pushes you to the next level, then it is valid. You don't need validation from everybody. You don't need social media to hit the like button, all that good stuff. Like, you don't need nobody to tell you what you're doing is amazing. Because you're doing it for yourself and you get a good feeling out of it, it is amazing. Stop fishing for compliments. Stop fishing for validation. Next thing you want to do is to stop saying yes to everything. Okay, and I'm laughing because it's something that I needed to learn. So it's so easy to say yes to every single thing. If you do not have time on your schedule, don't say yes to something, especially if you really don't want to do it. You're just trying to be polite. Stop being polite. Stop trying to be nice. Be kind, not nice. Be kind, not nice. If you do not have the space, capacity, or just the want to do it, don't say yes to everything. Stop. Say no. Say I cannot right now. Say I'm not interested in doing that. Be true to yourself, because that's a lot of the problem. Honestly, you care way too much about that person's feeling over your own feelings. Why do you care more about their feelings than not your own? Then when you burn out over here in the corner crying or just binge watching a show when you should be doing work, you wondering why? It's because you done overextended yourself. Start saying no. Okay? No is a full sentence. No is a full sentence. You do not have to explain yourself. If you don't want to do something, say no. But stop taking on a whole bunch of things, especially if you really don't want to. If somebody is draining your energy, somebody or something is draining your energy, either cut them off or create some type of distance. But it's so important at this day and age to set boundaries, because honestly, that's the only thing that's going to help you be able to keep the energy and keep going for a longer period of time when it comes to your goals, dreams, and aspirations. Because just like a battery, we need to be recharged. And if we're constantly giving to other people and not pouring into ourselves, we're going to burn out. I want to emphasize burnout, because burnout is so real, and often happens out of nowhere. So please be mindful. Set boundaries. Start saying no. You don't owe anyone unlimited amount of time and access to you. You don't owe anyone that, okay? So set boundaries. Next point I want to make is the fact that people are going to judge you regardless of what you do. People are going to judge you whether you do it or don't do it. A great example of this is women or men who are plus size, who are like overweight. Society's version of overweight, right? Whether they go to the gym, they're getting judged. Whether they don't go to the gym, they're getting judged. So either way, they're going to get judged. You might as well just go regardless. You might as well just do what you need to do for yourself and not worry about what other people think, because at the end of the day, you have to embrace the discomfort. You have to embrace the fact that everybody's not going to agree with what you're doing. Everybody's not going to agree with what you're doing. I've seen it all the time on Instagram and TikTok. The comment sections be crazy. Somebody paint their wall blue and somebody be like, oh, I don't like blue. What that got to do with you? You're not living in my house. Like, real talk, you're not living in my house. So, but if you're not secure, if you're not a person that literally you do not care what people think, you're going to sit up there and change the color from blue to another color that they said is like. Especially because it's one of those things where I ain't asked you what color. I just showed you the color. So the fact that you're telling me you don't like the blue, so what? But if you're a person that really cares about what people think, you're going to change that color. And we're trying to get you to be a person that don't give a okay, because sometimes I feel like that's the word that needs to be said, but I can't say it. But don't care. You got to get to the point where you don't care, because at the end of the day, they're not moving the needle in your life. You are. So you cannot focus on what other people are saying, doing, whatever. You have to be uncomfortable with the fact that people are going to judge you either way. It don't matter what you do. It don't matter who you are. There's going to always be one person who got something to say. That's just the way this world works, unfortunately. You could be goody two shoes. You could be literally the nicest person in the world, and there will still be somebody who got something to say. So you might as well just do the thing that you want to do anyways. You might as well just live the life you want to live anyways. Do not care. Like, you got to get to the point of embracing that discomfort. It does not matter what they say. It matters what you say, how you feel. Not caring also means stop focusing on the results of the things that you're doing. Because when you put too much emphasis on the results, you end up stopping the very process of you getting to that result, right? You kind of make yourself disappointed without even really putting in effort towards what you're trying to do. For example, with YouTube, I've seen it time and time again. People start posting, and when they don't get the outcome that they were looking for, they just quit. And you really can't do that, because a lot of times YouTube is very much one of those things where it's more effort than outcome. And the outcome is going to happen regardless. But if you don't put in any effort, you're not going to get to the outcome. You have to stop focusing on the results and just focus on the steps right now. Focus on the journey. I know we heard that time and time again, but it is very much important, because if you don't focus on the journey, you're going to quit along the way. You're going to stop. You're going to keep quitting. And if you want the things that you say you want, you can't quit. That's literally the only way you're not going to be able to achieve your goals, is if you quit. But if you don't quit and you decide to just focus on the step in front of you, by the time you look, you're at your goal. And you won't even realize that it took the time that it took. But you need to get to a point where you stop caring about the results and care more about the steps in between. The more you focus on the steps in between, the more likely you're going to be able to achieve the goal that you're trying to achieve. When you stop caring about things that don't matter, you have a lot more time to focus on what do matter. And when you get to this point of not caring, you'll be able to know the difference between opportunities that are good for you and opportunities that are a waste of your time. It will allow you to be able to freely think, to the point where you're not putting yourself in situations and circumstances that would honestly drain you or deplete you or just straight up waste your time. You're able to see the value of things more, versus if you're just trying to take everything and you care about what people think and all this stuff, making judgments for you, all that, you like straight up just say yes or no. Like, you are focused. I feel like when you stop caring, you have more focus than anything else. So you're able to weed out things that really don't matter. You're staying true to yourself. Not caring helps you to stay true to yourself. It helps you to not feel the peer pressure, to not feel FOMO, to not be put into situations you don't feel good in. But the one thing I do want to say is, not caring doesn't mean you're being rude, because being rude is just being rude. Not caring is just about setting boundaries and not allowing other people and their opinions to take over your mind to the point you don't have your own voice. When you lose your voice, that is the problem. It's not about being mean. It's not about, not hanging out with your friends. It's not about none of that. It's about the fact that you lose your own voice. You lose who you are, your sense of self, your sense of worth, because you're caring about unnecessary things. You're caring about what other people think more than you value your own voice and your own thoughts and your own opinions. You're putting more value, more worth on what they say versus what you say. And that's the problem. That's what we're trying to solve. When I say do not care what other people think, do not waste your time on things that don't matter, I'm saying the things that are pulling you away from being who you are, pulling you away from your dreams, pulling you away from your goals, things that are making you burn out, that don't have no value in your life. That is what I mean about not caring, because you still have to care about things in life, right? But it has to be the things that are important to you. It's not about being selfish. It's you choosing where you put your energy. It's you choosing to pick you first. Because at the end of the day, if you are not good, you can't help anybody else. If you run yourself raggedy because you're trying to do everything for other people, by the time you look, you're going to be falling out on the ground, out for 2 weeks because you didn't take care of yourself. This is the season where you have to put yourself first. It's also not about being emotionless. Like, you're still going to have emotions. You're still going to care about what how people feel and stuff like that. It's just, again, you're just choosing you first. You're just allowing yourself to be first choice before you do anything else. And I want to also say this: not caring doesn't mean you're not going to fail at the goals that you're going to try to achieve, because I don't want you to leave out of here thinking, okay, if I focus only on this thing and I stay on this task and everything's going to work out. You're still going to fail. You're still going to have moments where things don't work out. The whole point is to just allow you to focus on when the thing don't work out, you're able to, okay, this didn't work. What should I fix? What should I do? And then move from there and then try again. Because at the end of the day, failure will always be a thing. Failure happens in order to lead us to be successful. Failure has to exist in order for success to exist. You have to fail in order to get better, in order to succeed. That's just the truth. So yes, you're not going to care about what other people do. You're going to take away things from your life that don't matter. But even when you're chasing your dreams, no matter what, you're still going to have moments where you feel, and that is okay. That is okay. We're just getting to a place where we want to make sure you're focusing on the things that matter. And the thing that connects you not caring with failure is the fact that you will be able to not care that you failed. You're going to be able to bounce back again, because at this point you don't care if you failed. You failed? Okay, bet. What did I learn from that? Okay, bet. Let's try again. That is what you want to happen. You're not going to care no more that you failed. You're going to use that as motivation to try again. Like at this point, I'm very much a person where if I get only 5 views on a video, I'm still posting the next video. Because to me, that does not mean if I failed, I did not succeed because I did not get the view count that I wanted. But that just means I need to go harder. I need to post another video. I'm not going to shake and shiver just because only 5 people watched the video. Like, I'm still going to post the next video. Same thing. If you only bench pressed 10 pounds, that don't mean you can't bench press 200. It just means you got to try again, and then put more weight, and then put more weight. We have to stop treating failure as such a debilitating thing. That's really what it is. When you fail and it debilitates you to the point where you literally do not move, it takes you a week, 2 weeks to do one more step in the thing you failed, or try again, or 3 months or 3 years to try again. That is what we call you cared so much about failing to the point you didn't even try again. Or worse, you didn't even try because you thought you were going to fail, so you didn't even try at all. Stop caring about failing. Just do it. And if you fail, do it again. And then do it again after that. You're going to learn, you're going to adapt from the thing that you failed at, and try again. Your time and energy is so precious that you need to stop giving it away to things that don't matter. You need to stop giving away to people that don't matter. You need to stop in general giving it away in ways that does not add value to your life. It is your choice at the end of the day where you put your attention on, and wherever you put your attention on, that is what's going to bear fruit. So it is time to stop caring